programming a simple calculator in Python, and what it's going to be doing is it's going to just do basic math operations like adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing. And it's also going to have like simple syntax, and it's also going to have simple UI for the user. And, let me show you what it's going to look like. So this is the menu. Select the operation, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. Enter your choice in the number as a number. Say we want to multiply. We're going to enter the first number, which let's say we want 10. And the second number, we'll do 5. So now it gives us 10 times 5 equals 50. And there we go. And then if you want to do another calculation, you just rerun it and say divide. Let's divide. Let's take that other, say 50, and we'll divide it by 2. So we take 50, divide it by 2, and we get 25. You can see here that because we divided, it gives us a float. So it's 0.0. So, yeah. First I'm going to create a file. Calculator. Calculator, yeah. Wow. Calculator.py. Okay. And then we're just going to go down a little bit, and we're going to type, we're going to create a main function just to house everything in it. We'll do this, but you don't have to worry about, like, if you don't know what this means, you don't have to worry about. Basically what this is doing is this gets the name of the file, and then, or no, yeah, wait. So this gets like the name of the file in quotations, and then if this is equal to this, then that means that this file that is being run is the main file, or like the base file. So basically, if we run another file from this file, underscore main, or underscore name underscore will not be equal to this, because that's not the main file. But this one is, the calculator file is. So that's all that means. It's so that the main function will not run if you run a child file from if you run a child file first and it ends up going through this file and executing stuff, it will not run main, because the name of the child file is not the main file. Okay. So what we're going to do first is since we want to get this, the select operation, and then add, subtract, multiply, divide, whatever, we're going to use a print function. So basically this is the print function. It takes in a values or an object, which can either be parentheses, which can be the parentheses, or that. So it can be that, or it can be this. So just to show you, to show you how this works, we're going to run this real quick. So you can see it runs my file, and then it prints hello world right here. So instead what we can do is we can do select operator, and then add, subtract, multiply, divide, and also print, what was it? Enter choice. There we go. Okay. Just like that. And then we can do the choice as input. Yeah, okay. And then what else we're gonna do is we're gonna get the first number and then the second number. Oh my god. How do I disable this thing? Oh my god. Oh. So where's my copilot? You know what, never mind. Just whatever. So if the choice is 1, we're gonna print that. We're gonna print that, and you can see that this is not defined. I'll go over that in a second. And then we're gonna do choice 2 equals that. Invalid input. Okay. So now, this is basically going through each choice. It's gonna get the choice, and then the choice, it's gonna go through each of these if statements. And it's gonna go through and say, hey, did the user pick 1? If they did, then they want it to add. So we're gonna take both of the numbers and we're gonna add them together. Print it out. If 2, they wanted to subtract, 3, they wanted to multiply, 4, they wanted to divide. So, and if they give something that, like 5, we're gonna just print invalid input. That's all we're gonna do. So, and as a little bonus at the end, I'll go over here why this isn't really safe to do. If you want, like, I mean, it's safe because Python is safe in general, but it's going to give you an error if you do something wrong. So, yeah. Okay, so to fix these errors, so the reason why there's an error is because add is not defined, so it's a function. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do def add x, y, and then we're going to return x plus y. And then we're going to do the same for all of these. And then, yeah. And then we're going to return because you cannot divide by 0. But in this case, I don't like doing this because this seems kind of unprofessional to me. I'm not really sure why, but I usually just like return a null. None? Yeah, none. Okay. I've been using C++. I forgot. Python uses none. So yeah. The thing about here is this is also unsafe because you could see if y equals 0. not, yeah, so y equals 0. So what they can do is they can literally just, set x. So say x is 10, and then y is 0. It'll print out none. But yeah, it'll print out that if x is 10 and y is 2, 10, okay, and it'll print out 5, 0. But if it prints out x equaling 0, and then y equaling 10, it'll print out none. Or it'll do an error, I think. Or it'll just give you 0, I don't know. But we need to set it so that it checks for x too. So what we can do is we do or x equals 0. We just return none. And that's kind of what I like about Python is you can literally just, its if statements are so easy to make just because of basic English. Except for this, I don't like how it's elif. I prefer else if and else, but you do. So now that we have that, it should pretty much be done. So we run it. It's gonna ask us select operation. Oh, sorry, I'm not done. So we need to check if it returns none for dividing. So first what we're going to do is before we do that, we're going to do result is going to equal that. And if result is not none, we're going to print that. Else, we're going to print division by 0 is not allowed. Okay, there we go. So now let's start it. Okay, I see. So if you want it to be there, like right here, what you gotta do is you gotta do that, and then the end, which is specifying the very end of it, is equal to just that. So that instead of, because for some reason the way Python, well, it makes sense because Python's more for beginners and it makes it so easy. But basically when you print something, it automatically returns your line back to the next line. So if you want to print something like this and then have it be there, you can do the end like that and then just input like that. But an easier way and less complicated way to do this is to just put that inside there and get rid of this completely. And now you have that. So see, yeah. So now type's there. So let's say we want to add. So we're going to enter our first number. Say we want 10. That's our second number, 10. 10 plus 10 is 20. So what we can do is, again, what happened? Okay, I think it was just still running something. What we can do is, let's do subtract. Let's do 10 minus 20. 10 minus 20 equals negative 10. There we go. So, probably happen again. Yep, there it is. Okay, so this is still quitting stuff. Let's do multiply. Let's do 10 times 5. 10 times 5 is 50. So there we go. Wait a little bit. Okay, and then let's do divide. So we gotta be careful with this one because we can't divide by 0. And let's do 10 divided by 5, and that'll give us 2.0. And we'll do divide again, but we'll do 0 divided by 10. And it says division by 0 is not allowed. And then we'll do it again, divide, and then we'll do 10 divided by 0. And again, do division by 0 is not allowed. So yeah, I just don't like returning strings like that here, so I just return none because it's more professional, especially if you get into more advanced languages like C, when you need to see where everything is and you need to like look at memory and stuff, which don't worry about that if you're just a beginner. Yeah, that's pretty much everything that happens. I'll see you guys in the next video, and just play around with how Python works, you know?